As most of you probably already know, cops receive targets or a quota of how many arrests need to be made to meet criteria. Now, you'll get the odd cop that will do anything in their power to get that goal, even make false arrests, and that is exactly what we'll be going over today. So first up, here we have the time a Richland police officer pulled over a man for supposedly speeding, but it's what happens during the stop that doesn't seem to add up.
April 28, 2023.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, I see that. All right, well, look, the reason I'm stopping today, Mr. Alexander, is you're going a little fast, window tint's a little too dark, okay? The speed limit's 45, I'm doing 45, and you came by me, all right? You were obviously faster than me, about 10 miles over to be in fact. So, also, your window tint's too dark. Where are you headed to today?
I'm just going, why?
Huh?
Why do you want to know?
Just conversation, just asking where you're going. Huh?
McGee.
Okay, you coming from Madison? Is that where y'all live, up in Madison? Somebody else come over here to make close. What's that now?
I'm making sure, like, I live in Ridgeland.
You live in Ridgeland? Okay.
So,
okay. All right, sure. Well, just sit tight for me, okay? I'm 10-2. This dude's just nervous as can be. I'm going to pull him out, talk to him. Come on. Mr. Alexander, will you step back here and talk to me, please?
I guess I can.
Yeah, please, if you don't mind. You're not under arrest or anything. I just want to talk to you.
Okay, I got a concealed carry permit.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Do you have it on you? Do you have the firearm on you?
Yeah, it's in
just
my waistband.
Okay. Just don't do me a favor. Don't reach for it. That's all I ask. Just keep your hands up there, okay? All right. So I understand it's a traffic stop. Not everybody gets stopped every day, and this can be a little uncomforting for people. I get that. Okay. My concern is that you are about to suck all the oxygen out of the air right now because you're breathing so heavy. All right. You're so nervous. So why would you be extremely or overly nervous with me for a simple traffic stop?
I mean, because I was talking and I was busy, but I didn't know I was speeding.
Okay.
So I wasn't really sure why I was getting pulled over.
Okay. Have you ever been arrested before or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay. You mind if I ask what for? You can't get in trouble for telling me. I'm just
I can't
curious.
remember. I had DUI 20 years ago.
DUI 20 years ago?
Probably about it.
Okay. All right. When's the last time you were arrested? Do you remember that?
No, it's been probably 20 years.
20 years?
Probably
Okay.
about
Anything
1999.
Anything narcotics related at all?
No.
Or do you wear glasses or contacts?
Contacts.
Okay. All right. Are those colored contacts, or are your eyes always that kind of grayish, glassy, a little bit glassy?
Green eyes or whatever.
Green eyes? Okay. Are you under the influence of any narcotics or alcohol today?
No, sir.
Okay.
This cop's ruthless. He said the traffic stop was because of the man speeding and for his window tint being darker, and now all of a sudden he seems like he's under the influence of drugs. That's real dodgy, especially for a police officer.
Like pinpoint, and that's why I asked. So,
I mean,
have you taken any prescriptions or anything?
You asked me why I was nervous. First of all, I didn't realize I was speeding. So did you get that on radar, or?
I paced you. I was right behind you. Actually,
Okay.
You passed me, as I said earlier.
I mean, it's possible because I was talking
It's
and we
not
were
possible.
in a
It's fact.
conversation. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't have just stopped you for nothing. I mean, I'm doing the speed limit and you passed me, so there's that. I mean,
Okay.
that's in my line of work. That's called a clue. When I'm doing the speed limit and you pass me, that would be a very obvious
I can't
indicator of
argue
you.
with you. I like I said, I might have been, but I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay.
All
And then
right.
you're saying about my tent, but
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the tent's not illegal.
I guarantee you it is. The state law is 28%, and that's a lot
In
darker
the
than
front or the
28%.
back?
Any window.
Okay. Well, I just didn't know.
Okay. Well, and that's
I mean,
common.
You're asking me why I'm nervous. That's because I was kind of upset. You're asking me where I'm going and where I live, and I don't think that I'm allowed. I don't have to answer that.
You absolutely don't. It's just casual conversation. So, do you have anything illegal in the car today?
No, like I said, I got a concealed carry permit, but other than that, I don't have nothing illegal.
Okay, so there's nothing. Would you mind if I look?
No, you may not look.
I may not look.
Unless you have a search warrant.
Okay, I don't, but
Okay.
I'm simply asking. I mean, your pupils
I mean,
are
I can open up the trunk, I can open the doors up, but I don't want you to go in and look through my car
Okay.
because I don't feel like I have to.
And you absolutely don't. I'm simply, see, in my line of work, what I do is I love doing this, okay? I love working in narcotics. And you're giving off a lot of precursors that could potentially lead up to narcotics. I'm not saying that you do, and I'm not saying that you don't. If you don't have anything...
No, I don't have any narcotics. I don't do...
And I didn't say that you
you're
did.
foaming at the mouth. You're asking me why I'm nervous. I mean, this is ridiculous.
How
Can
is
I
it?
please have a witness? Do you mind coming closer? Okay.
So there's nothing illegal in the
Are you a
car.
supervisor? Are you a supervisor? May I have a supervisor?
You're talking to him.
Okay. There's nothing illegal in my car whatsoever.
Would you like to see my supervisor?
I mean, what's the next step?
I'm
Am
just
I going
simply-
to get a ticket for speeding or what?
That's to be determined.
This cop is not helping himself. He needs to understand that he is not allowed to just hold people like that. The man has explained himself and even agreed to get a ticket for speeding, but the nerve that this cop has is absolutely insane.
I don't understand why
I mean,
you're getting so
more
hostile
than
with
welcome,
me.
because the way I'm being treated. I mean,
How are you being treated?
how do I look like I have narcotics?
I didn't
Because
say
I
you
have a
look like
black
you had
girlfriend?
narcotics. I said you were
that
displaying
why?
indicators.
What are you saying? I have pupils. I'm nervous. I mean, I was upset because you're asking me where I'm going.
That was just casual conversation. So here's the
That's
deal. Look,
not
I'm not
your
going to sit here and
business where
argue. I'm not going to argue with you. Okay, I'm simply
What
asking you a
would
few
you like
questions.
me to do? Do you want me to open the trunk? Do you want me to?
I
let
just
you
asked
look
if you
inside
mind if
the
I
car?
look. You don't have to. You
I
can
don't
tell me
want you
no all day
searching through
long.
it, but
He has one. Just be cognizant of that.
they're saying I have suspicion of narcotics or something.
I didn't.
I mean, you're welcome to look. There's absolutely nothing in here.
Okay.
Absolutely
so
nothing.
would you mind if I look in the car?
I give you the permission to view what's in my car. But
Okay,
under
here's
no
the
circumstances
thing.
are you allowed to just search my car without a search warrant. I mean,
There's a
this
few
is
different ways that I
ridiculous.
can. Probable cause. Okay. Which I'm just asking you for
What's
verbal
the
consent.
probable cause? Can you please explain to him what the probable cause
I didn't
was?
say there was. I
You
just
did
asked you
too.
if I could
You
look.
said I had
Look, you're just
suspicion
getting
of
defensive
narcotics.
with me for asking common questions. All right, I'm just doing my job.
And as a cop, his job is to serve and protect the country, not harass innocent citizens that are just trying to have a good day.
I made a stop for probable cause, which
Can
the
I
probable
please have a
cause was
witness,
speeding.
sir?
He is a witness.
Can you please come closer and listen? Okay, thank you.
He's recording. I'm recording. I know y'all are recording. That's fine. That's well within your
Sure, there are
right.
steps to go to the station and get copies and everything of this because this is ridiculous.
Okay. Is this your wife, girlfriend,
This
friend?
is my fiance, my girlfriend,
Okay. Okay.
for 5 years.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Yeah, I'm just
mean,
asking you simple questions. All right. Well,
This
just
is
sit tight. I'll
crazy.
tell you
So I'm
what.
going 50 miles an hour and then you're pulling over.
Ma'am, would you be willing to step out and speak with me out here, please? Possibly less aggressive as he is. That would be lovely. Okay. So my name's Sergeant Holyfield with the Richmond Police Department. The reason you remember me? Dollar General. I'm sorry, I don't remember you. Have we ever had a negative interaction before?
I just had to call y'all from time over there. I made sure it was
Okay, so when you called, did I show up and help you as best that you thought I probably could?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Do you have any indication of me ever being rude, ugly, too assertive, aggressive?
Not to me.
Okay.
Not
All right.
to me.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way, so thank you. I appreciate that. Well, look, here's the reason for the stop today, okay? I'm doing the speed limit, 45 miles per hour. He comes past me. All right, that's an indicator that he's traveling over the posted speed limit at which I was traveling. Okay, that is called probable cause for a traffic stop, okay, in which I have done. Furthermore, the window tint on the vehicle is darker than the legal limit. So there is further probable cause for a traffic stop, okay?
Yes, probable cause for a traffic stop, not a drug accusation. This cop is so clueless.
His pupils are dilated, his eyes are glassy and gray, okay?
You get mad.
Okay, and that's fine. So now I'm just asking him a few simple questions because now I have some indicators and I have some precursors, okay? So now I'm looking for something different. How long have you known him?
We've been together 6 years.
Okay. Has he been arrested in the 6 years that y'all have been together?
No.
No, never in trouble or anything like that? He lives in Madison. Has he lived up there the whole time?
Yeah. Well, not the whole time. He stayed in Florida somewhere.
Okay. Is there, so that you know of, he's never been in trouble since y'all been together?
I know he's never. I
Okay,
know
so you
he
know
never.
that? Okay. All right. I'm going to ask you the same thing. I don't know you. I'm sorry I don't remember you from Dollar General, but I come into
fine.
contact with 80,000 people a day on this highway. Okay, so I do apologize. Has he ever been known to you to use abuse prescription medications, smoke marijuana, any heroines, meths, anything like that? Okay. And so that's all I'm looking for, just casual conversation.
But he isn't having casual conversation. He's secretly trying to get some small piece of something to pin on this guy.
Okay.
And so when we go to Fifth Piano, we done got pulled over twice. They asked him why he's with a black woman.
That's irrelevant.
Yeah, so we like, why you pulling us over? What's the reason for you to pull us over?
Different
So
people and
that might be why he is
Well,
you know, they could
so
do something.
I want to remind you of this. All right, the window tint is darker than the legal limit. It's 28. The legal limit is 28%. That's along the lines of 5%. Okay, there's no way possible that from where I was, I knew he was with a black woman. I didn't even know he was a white guy. So that's irrelevant to me. Now, the fact that that may have happened to you prior, I'm sorry, because frankly, that's bullshit. But I can't control what other people do. I can only control what's in my environment and encourage people to get away from that. Right? And I'm sorry that you've experienced that. But that's not the case today, I promise you, because you passed me and the windows are so dark I can't see in the car.
Can I
So
ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
So is it for the back or the front? Because the front is not.
Any windows. Any windows. The only exemption in the state to that are emergency vehicles, emergency services. That's the only exemption to the tint law, or having a prescription which has been acknowledged by the commissioner of the highway patrol.
Okay.
Simple.
Thank you, my Jackie.
Sure, absolutely. As a matter of fact, you can get back in. I'm done.
Can I say something to you?
Sure, absolutely.
Hey.
I'm not prohibiting them from doing anything. I said you can look in my car,
Listen to me.
but they don't have the right to search my car.
Hey, listen to me. I understand, okay? And I understand how you get, I understand how you get. They don't understand. They're not.
I mean, this guy's reasonable. This guy's a fucking jerk.
They're not used to you. I am, so I know when he get like that, I can't even know. But by them being police officers, they can do whatever.
I mean, I told him you can visually look in my car if you want to look in the car, but you're not going to dig through it and search through it. No.
Well, there's a fine line between what you're telling me I can and can't do, okay? I just asked you if I could look in your vehicle, okay? That would encompass me looking in the center console, the cup holders and stuff. Not an invasive search. I'm not trying to go through your car and pull out your bills that you've had stuffed in your glove compartment for the past 4 years. I don't care about that, okay? It's an invasive look into a non-invasive look into the vehicle. Unless there's something in there that would key me up to something else. Okay, well, hold on. Let me talk, okay? Let me talk. Okay, obviously I've known your fiance for a little bit and didn't realize that she remembers me, I don't remember her. Okay, and we have established, the words came out of her mouth that in the interactions that we've had over the last several years when she was working here, are you still working there? No, it's not. We've never had a negative interaction. I do not come at people some type of way that you perceive that I am.
It seems like this sergeant is taking way too many things too personally. The fact that he's ranting on about not being a bad cop is a little suspicious.
You got defensive with me for doing my job, okay? Stop, don't interrupt me again, please. I've been more than restrained in trying to be very nice to you, okay? So here's the thing. I've asked you questions and you've just been defensive with me the whole time, trying to do my job. All right, so I'm going to ask you one more time.
No.
Do you mind if I look in your car or not?
No.
Okay, well then just sit tight. Don't go back in the car for now, all right? Just be mindful he has a firearm in his waistband. So this guy, he's given off a lot of indicators. I mean, first and foremost, it's just common field interview questions, just common casual conversation questions. Hey, where you headed, where you coming from, stuff like that. So he's throwing off indicators left and right. His pupils are dilated, his face is, and he could just be pale complected. I mean, that's not uncommon, but he's nervous. He's about to suck all the oxygen out of the planet around me. So I asked him to step out and talk to him a little bit, and it just goes downhill from here. So now, I don't have any smells. The only thing I have are behavioral indicators at this point. And his fiance, I actually remember her, well, I don't really, but she says that we have been in contact with each other, Dollar General. So she's all right with me. She's okay with me. She likes me. But he does not. And do you think... So he's refusing search.
He literally just lied to his boss. The guy told him the cop can search his car. He just doesn't want him to dig through it. Let's see what his boss tells him to do.
What do we got?
That's weird. I don't think Chloe's got a dog 10-8 right now, actually.
That's all right.
But you can call over and make sure, but I don't know if they do this early.
Yeah, I ain't gonna worry with it, dude. You're my third phone call and my third swing and miss. I'm gonna let it ride.
Yeah, sometimes it's best just to kick it.
That's right. So, all right, brother. Well, I appreciate it, man. Y'all have fun.
All right, bro.
All right, bye. All right, Mr. Alexander. Issuing you 2 citations today, 1 for speeding 10 over and 1 for window tint. Give you court date of March 29th. You have on that date or up to it to pay for citations. If you pay for them prior to that date, you don't have to be in court. If you don't, you need to call ahead and let them know that you're not going to make it. They will gladly rearrange or make a payment plan if you'd rather do that. If you no call, no show, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and we'll just come pick you up, okay? Thank you.
The fact that he had to call 3 different people, and for those 3 different people to tell him he's wrong, should make him have a bit of a self-realization moment, right?